Hi guys, my name is Zin and this is Lavender Bonsai, and today I'm going to start a lavender bonsai, and the lavender that I'm going to try to use is the one that's in my garden. This has been here, both of these has been here for a while now, for probably five years, give or take a year, and it's a huge mess right now, and I don't know how I'm going to get this out, but yeah, I'm going to try to get this this bunch out, I guess. Well, maybe a smaller one over here. Anyway, I'll take a look, and maybe this one seems a bit easier to get out, and you know, we'll go from there. This winter was not very cold, and these guys, I don't even know if this foliage actually fallen off or if this is new. I think it's new, but usually these guys start to leaf out in late May. You know, it's quite late. But this year everything is very early. But yeah, it's a lot of work to do. This is just a huge bush right now, so I'm gonna get this out and see how it looks. All right, so it's pretty much out now, and yeah, I'm just taking a lot of dirt with it. I haven't taken this all the way out yet, so I'm gonna do that right now and see how this looks. My god, that's actually not very good because it's got a huge tap root, so I'm gonna get rid of this, and hopefully I'm gonna cut it to here so that I can have this part of the roots, because there's nothing more other than those, and hopefully this will survive. But yeah, it's got a nice trunk movement, lots of branches. I will have to cut a lot of these off. Yeah, lots of cleanup to do, so we'll take that. There's this mini one here, which is I'm just gonna toss. I don't think these lavenders, they grow really fast and they germinate by themselves very easily because the seed fall, and these little ones are all lavenders, and most of the time I have to actually just pick them out because they tend to grow too much and they'll take over, so I have to really keep it at bay. So I'm gonna clean this up and fix it, and then we'll pot that up. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is pull the base layer in here. I have the mesh already, and so once I get the base layer, I can, you know, start pruning the other the lavender, and then I can put it in. So the base layer, the only bigger particles I have is this zeolite or chipacite. It's kind of expensive for this purpose, but I got nothing else. Okay, I've got a thin layer. Just to give it a little bit more depth. So next up, I'm going to get the to get the lavender, and then we gotta fix the root before we can put this in here. So here's the lavender. I kind of soaked in water. So from what I can see, this one is a bit too high. Although if I cut the root all the way down here, I kind of have this surface root, kind of. I could pretend to be. I could plant it on the angle, so this side is there, and that might work. So let me get rid of this tap root first. Actually, the tap root, oh man, it's kind of a weird taper coming down the bottom. So yeah. Okay, let's just get rid of it and then see what we're left with. So I want to keep this part of the root because there isn't that much root on this thing. I don't want to cut too much, I might kill it. So we'll get rid of from here first and see how that goes, see how it looks. There it goes. Yeah, I don't really like the look of this because this is just weird. I mean, I guess this will grow out, but it looks very strange. but at the same time, I'm kind of fearful of cutting this off because I'm not sure what I'm going to be left with. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to have to leave it like this for now, and then prune away a bit of this root, and then repot it, let it grow, and see where that goes. So let me just reduce part of these back a bit. Just a general root pruning. So I think that's fine. The pot I'm using is quite large, so anyway, let's hope this works. And while I'm at it, I think I'm going to prune away some of these. It might be easier to do it now than after potting it up. So by looking at this, I think what I want to do is get rid of this whole thing here, this secondary trunk, if you want to call it. I think once I get rid of that, I have a nice movement on the main trunk. This thing is just, I don't know, I don't really like it. And if I leave it, it's, you know, it could serve as a secondary twin trunk type of thing, but it's like, it kind of stops over here, and there's like 10 branches coming onto one spot. So I'm going to take that whole thing off. Oh, there it goes. Well, that was easy. It smells really good. That's the one thing good, you know, really good about pruning lavenders. They smell nice. Let's see if I can clean this up. It's very easy to cut. This is quite light. It's very light. It's like, it's not hollow, but it feels like it's hollow. It's so light. There's no weight to it at all. Okay, I can't get to this this thing, so I'm gonna have to fix it once I get the right tools. I'm gonna take this off as well. Some of these branches or twigs, they're not, I don't even think they're alive. They're so light. There's no water in them. So I think I'm gonna pot this up now and see how it looks afterwards. Yeah, okay, so let's do that. I'll put some more soil in here, and then we'll adjust where I put it. So this is the new soil that I mixed. This is just the perlite and turfus mix. I added some pine bark as well instead of compost, because now I have pine bark. So and because the container is so big, I'm going to be using up a lot of this soil. So let's see how this looks. I'm not going to worry about the front. This is just a training pot. This plant has a long way to go, so I'm just going to try to get it in there nicely with the roots spread, which it tends to, that's what it looks like right now actually. This one's a bit long, I'm going to trim that off. Okay, I think like that. And I'll leave this hide root here. I think I can make it into something in the future. So I'll leave that there. I could always get rid of it later on if I feel like it. going to use a chopstick here to kind of work the soil in. You can see the soil, the particles go down a bit, and which is good because you know you're doing the right thing. So because the perlite is really light, it's very easy for it to float to the top or move in the soil. And you know, when I had just plants, I've seen, you know, I water and I see a lot of this white stuff come up to the top. Back then I have no idea what this white thing is and what it's for, but I get really annoyed when they all rise to the top of the soil for no reason. So what I'm gonna do now, even though this is mostly, you know, it shouldn't move that much, but I'm gonna cover the top with my other soil that I made, the put to 2.0, which is it's a heavier mix with no perlite. So I want to put it at the top, and hopefully it won't move, and they will just keep the actual perlites in the pot. And this is more or less of an experiment. I don't know if it's going to work, but I think it'll help. So yeah, I mean, if this survives, I think it can eventually turn to something nice. I've Googled images of what is this, lavender bonsais, and people have done it. It looks, they all look nice, you know, once you put the work into it. So let me just get rid of some of these branches here. This low branch here that's coming down, I don't mind it, to be honest. It has character, but it's a bit too long. So I think I'm going to take that back. And it's going to be a Hail Mary cut because there's nothing down there. Or you know what, I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take it off. I'll just keep the top. Cut these back a bit. We'll at least try to maintain this as a tree shape. This branch has got to go, it's growing into the tree. I'm going to take this whole thing off. This one's kind of going into the tree. So it tends to, the lavender tends to grow branches out of one point and basically just sprouts everywhere. And this was in the ground and I never really pruned it, other than, you know, every season when it needs to be pruned. So the trunk is kind of twisting by itself, which is good, you know, good for bonsai at least. I'm gonna get rid of some of these. See, I'm not sure if these branches are alive or not. But this one is going into the tree. So off it goes. It's very possible these branches are dead already, but I'm not really sure, so I'll just prune it like they're alive, and then if they're dead, I can get rid of them later on. This one I'm just going to take off. That one, it's gone, it's all inside. This is the broken up branch, which is dead. It's like a dead wood right now. I don't know. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Yeah. I don't really know if these will look really nice with the bark, because the bark tends to be chippy. It's like, you know, it's flaky, very flaky. These two are basically on top of each other, so I'm gonna get rid of the one in the front. The one on the inside here. No, just pull it off. This is a bit tall. I guess it's the new leader. Well, this should be the new leader actually. So I'm going to take this back. Take this back all the way to here. So yeah, I'll let the rest grow. There's not much left. So we'll see what happens with this. We'll see if one, if it's alive. This is dead. This is like, there's no water in the branch. Yeah, we'll let it grow and see if he makes it. It's got a nice trunk shape. Branches, I can always grow them. So I'm not too worried about that. There's tons of time for it. You know, if it survives, I think it will look fairly nice. So I'm going to water this and give it a thorough water. I'm going to use a hose because it's going to take a lot of water for this whole bucket. So since I'm using a hose, I'm going to water until the water runs clear. Because I'm not using my rainwater, which I don't have too much of. Actually, I do have a lot right now, but I need to save those. She says it's going to rain later, so it's going to wash this off. Whatever, you know, the tap water is bad for, it's going to rain, so. Almost there. I think we're good. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll keep a close eye on this over the next couple of weeks. and hopefully it survives, and you know, it'll have a bright future. Thanks for watching, guys.